Hello, today I'm gonna show you how you can create with Blender geonodes a wall side of a building with different wall modules, and you can control, for example, for like door position. And let's get started. I have here a new Blender scene with my wall modules, and I'm gonna start with a Bezier curve, and I already applied the geonode system, and I'm gonna bring my flat wall here and I'm gonna instance on points. And you can see I only have 2 points on my Bezier, so it's gonna be instance there. So what I need to do, I'm gonna resample my curve, and I'm gonna say based on length 3 meters. That's the dimension for my wall modules. You probably we're gonna start from a grid system. You're gonna have 3x3, 6x6, or 2x2, or whatever. So you can see I have 9 points here, index 0 to 8, and this is gonna be my flat wall, and I'm gonna control J and group here so I can know flat wall. And now I'm gonna add a new instance on points, and I'm gonna add a left corner wall, and I'm gonna add the endpoint selection node, which only works on curves. So I'm gonna specify through selection and connect my resampled curve, and I'm gonna say it's gonna start from this side, and to make it visible I need to apply a join geometry. You can see it's on the left side, and I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna copy this one, Control Shift D. I'm gonna add here my right side wall, and I'm gonna invert this one and say 0 here, 1 here, and also I'm gonna connect it with the join geometry, and you can see it on the right side. So now I can see my flat wall, it's everywhere, so I need to specify through my endpoint selection that I want the flat wall to be visible everywhere except first and last point. So to do that, I'm gonna have first and last, and gonna add a boolean math and say not, which is gonna be except. So you can see now it's only in between. So this is my flat wall, and now to add my door, let's add a door here, and I want the door to be controllable, and I'm gonna use a geometry proximity node with the delete geometry. So I'm gonna copy the instance on point. I'm gonna take it out my group with LP, and take the resample curve, connect with the join geometry, and I'm gonna connect it here. You can see it's everywhere. So I want to have this wall position delete the flat wall. So to do that, I'm gonna use my geometry proximity node, which only works with points, doesn't work with curves. So I need to turn my Bezier curve to mesh, so I'm gonna use the curve to mesh node, and I'm gonna use a mesh to point. So now I need to specify the same with the door. So my door, I'm gonna give it a position with an index node, from 0 to 8. So to specify a number, I'm gonna use a compare node, and I say integer, this is to be an exact number, and I'm gonna use an equal, and I can see from 0 to 8. I can move my door, and I'm gonna use the same selection for my mesh point, which I'm gonna preview it here, Control Shift, and it's not very visible, so I'm gonna make it the radius higher, and you can see it. And if I can move it, I can move it just as the door. So based on this point, I want to delete the flat wall, so I'm gonna select my flat wall, which is gonna be deleted by distance, and I'm gonna connect it with a geometry, join geometry, and I'm gonna use a compare node just to specify the distance. I'm gonna have a compare, and I'm gonna say less than 1 meter. I'm gonna delete this with X, and now you can see the flat wall is connected here. So I'm gonna deselect this, and I need to change some things around. So I want to delete the instance first, and also I want, based on a point, the geometry proximity by that point we just see in here. So now you can see I can move the door around, and if I want it to be seen here, I can select my door, and I need to go to group and say door position, and I'm gonna select this, and it's visible here. So you can do the same with any type of walls, like a window wall, and you can use the proximity to delete also the corner walls. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.